Hey everyone, welcome in. I am making a new series documenting my progress on finishing my long overdue project. In 2009, I picked up a complete wreck of a 1950 Chevrolet 5-window short bed pickup. Here's some of those pictures of that thing as I picked it up. You know, in 2009, I didn't spend a lot of time taking pictures of things that I was doing, so this is what I got. Anyhow, you can see it's pretty much completely in pieces. The bed's disassembled. The front end is wrecked. There's a huge dent in the front fender, and the hood's ruined too. Other than that, the pickup was pretty complete, and it was, some of the parts had been ordered, and they had even started with the really important part of refinishing the seat. Basically, they had torn apart the bed and refinished the seat, and then it sat for at least 5 years before I got it. So at that point, me thinking swiftly, swooped in and picked it up and brought it home. Thank you very much, my brother-in-law, Jim. Once I got it home, I set to work tearing it completely down so I could start rebuilding it from the ground up. My first thing I did is I tore off the cab and yanked out the engine. And once I got the cab and engine out, I started measuring the frame, which, my luck, it was completely twisted. Great. So then I spent the next couple of months tracking down a new frame, and when I did, of course, the one that I found had no mounts, no body mounts, no running board mounts, and so I had to get to work slicing all the rivets off of the old frame so I could put them on the new frame. It was a real chore. It took at least a month. Since I was doing that work in my single car garage in a neighborhood, at night I would work on cleaning the engine up and re-gasketing it and painting it. The original plan was to do a traditional lowering kit on it, keep the kingpin suspension. But as I got farther into it and started adding everything up, by the time I got that in and everything rebuilt, the cost on that would be nearly the same as putting a newer style Mustang 2 type front end on it. And then finally I mounted a T5 transmission out of an S10 to the original bell housing of the 235 truck engine. After that was all done, I put the cab back on, and I set to work assembling the body as it was before I did any real body work, so I could make sure that the suspension and the engine and everything worked. And amazingly enough, it did. So here's a little video of the first day that we actually got the thing started. My brother-in-law came over to help me out. He's a little better at this kind of stuff than I am, so here's that video now. Earphone warning, loud as hell, straight pipes. So after that day, I got it running a little better. I drove it around, not much, and then decided, well, time to get started on the body work. So I brought it back into the garage and blew it apart so I could start doing all the body work and stripping the paint. At which point, the progress slowed terribly. So in an attempt to jumpstart this project, kind of literally, I've painted the dash, and now I'm getting ready to install all the gauges and the ignition switch and check all the wiring, make sure everything's wired up, and then hopefully everything will work out and I'll start this thing up. Okay everyone, so what is going on here? Here's the dash. I painted it, let's see, 4 days ago, 5 days ago now. Looks pretty good. It is not what I would call 100%, but you know what? Good enough. Just about there. Okay everybody, I've got enough of the dash installed to where I can see if this thing will fire off. I'm going to come out here and take the air cleaner off, make sure nothing took up residence in it. How many wing nuts have you lost in your life? Oh, yeah, that's right. You thought it was an oil bath, didn't you? Nope. I cut the oil bath stuff out of it and made it into a normal air cleaner. Okay, everybody cross your fingers. Shit was on. What is on here? Well, let's see what happens. What? Okay, gonna hook up the battery and see if she cranks. Well, that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna put some gas in it and see what happens. All right. See if that'll do anything. Well, I'm so excited that worked. I can't believe it. It's been sitting, like I said, for almost 10 years now, and I think my next step is I'm going to assemble the rest of the dash so I can have all that stuff off the shelves and put away, and then I can tape it off really well. And I think I'm also going to put the air ride all back together so I can move it around easily, pump it up and pump it down nice and easily. And then I think my next step is to, after I get the dash and everything all taped off, is to spray the firewall and the inner fenders with, I think I'm going to go with some satin black. What do you think? Should I go gloss, satin, flat? I don't know. Anyhow, I've got a little bit of time before I get there. My next video will probably be installing the air ride and testing on all that, making it all work. And then I'll start doing other things. I'm blown away. Actually ran pretty good. I hear some lifter knock or valves or something tapping. Probably just needs a valve adjustment. I don't know. Change the oil too, probably. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.